Hello guys, builderbrad here. Welcome to another Sims 4 video, and today we're constructing, I am constructing my personal dream house. So, yeah, stuck in quarantine, so that's sort of not ideal. So, what would be ideal? If I was stuck in quarantine in this house, that's for sure. It ends up being a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, and then 2 half bathrooms, because it's like, I don't understand why you would need more unless you had like loads of people living with you, which I wouldn't plan to do in my dream life. So that's just me. And something interesting is because like my favorite colors are purple and blue, and so just like indigo in general is like my sort of aesthetic, right? And blacks and greys and stuff, not many whites. Because of that, I actually changed the lighting to be a bit more cooler in the interior. So it's like a blue, like a cold sort of bluish colour. It isn't too obvious in the interior, but on the exterior it's like purple, so that's a bit of fun. And then I have this sort of motif going on of these sort of, what are they called? Pergolas? Yeah, that's what it is. Which I paint blue later on, and yeah, don't know what else to say really. But, oh yeah, so I decided to build this lot in this 20 by 40 Newcrest lot, because I really like the length of it, because the composition of it being longer and skinnier and shorter wall heights and stuff, I quite like. Because like in my dream life, I don't think I want to go down many stairs or something like that. And I do end up with a car garage. In real life, like I don't know how to drive yet, but I do want to learn. So, however, for like the past few months or whatnot, I've not really felt like a need to, like ever since I've turned of age to do it. So, when I feel it, I will. But not right now, because we're all social distancing. Anyway, yeah. So this house also ends up with a sort of, an office in it, which I sort of fit to be sort of an architectural, like, office, because like, in my dream life, the thing I want to do, the thing I'm in right now is architecture, like, student in it, so that's always fun. So I have an office with a bit of space in it, which is actually, you have to go outdoors to just get there, but I think I like it, like the way that it's set out. And also I put a skylight into this build, and people often ask me, like, how do you get creative, like how do you come up with these ideas? And honestly, when it comes to like doing these builds and everything, like in my project Certify for example, I just sort of play around with shapes. Like for this build I didn't use any reference pictures, I just played around with shapes and regular motifs when it comes to modern architecture. But yeah, so it would start off like a sort of cubist design. Like, to me, I do this sort of in my own personal style, and my own personal style is sort of like a mixture of like cubist, brutalist, modern sort of mix with industrial most of the time, yeah. But that's more so in the materials used, I would say, because I end up going with no actual like red brick in this build, because in real life I'm not the biggest fan of the colour red. So end up going with a black brick, and this is something I like to do, is have like one wall which is like the dominant wall, is what I'm going to call it, the sort of hierarchy of block clusters. So the black brick, which is the 1x1 thick wall which goes like all the way across the lot there, is sort of the dominant, and it sort of divides, like, if you could imagine there'd be like a house next door to this maybe, So yeah, so it provides more privacy that way. This house does look a lot better from the side angle than the actual front of the lot, which I like because it's like, I don't know. Here we are now in the interior space. So as you can see, many purples and blues already going on, along with, so I went with black, no, not black, but like dark brown floorboards across the sort of entire living space and bedrooms and office. And the reason I did this was to tie the inside in, and also I think the dark brown ties in well with nature and aesthetically looks good with the darker palette I'm generally going with. And then obviously, as you're seeing right now, is I put down a bunch of plants down, as I think plants are very important when it comes to interior design and architecture as a whole, because they just provide a lot of benefits for people living or working in an environment. Because this is my dream house, I actually want it to be pleasant, Who would have figured? And of course I'm using lots of custom content in this build. I think I would leave links, however it would take me all month to find everything. What I will say is I'm using the kitchen stuff, illogical simmer stuff, peacemaker stuff, musk windows, and a whole load of other random pieces, like right-hearted, right-hearted, what do you call them? L-shaped sofa, yeah. But yeah, this isn't like me going with shorter wall heights, for sure. I'm not used to the cabinets actually touching the ceiling. And this is something I would love to have. I don't know if I would love to have it in real life, but I like the look of them. And that's like this sort of mirrored splash mark for the kitchen. There's a lot of mirrors. I sort of have a routine of, if I'm looking in an interior space and I don't know what to put in an area, I go, does it have mirrors? Can I put a clock in it? Does it have enough plants? Does it need rugs? So I go through sort of every decorative idea you can in my head, and that's probably why each build takes like a month. I mean, this actually took like 5 hours to make, so it wasn't a month. Anyway, going with an island here. But these builds can take a while. But I enjoy them. I enjoy uploading to YouTube and things of that nature. But yeah, going with this sort of concrete with probably I don't know what the cabinet material would be, probably some plastic or some, maybe painted wood, maybe that's what it is. But going with greys again. This kitchen ends up being nearly just monochromatic, which I kind of love. Because I think a lot of people who like architecture or are in it or whatnot, I feel like whenever we design stuff, it always ends up being minimal and black and white and really simple. I don't know why, but yeah. Some people ask me, because I showed this to some people, ooh, look at this, and they were asking me I would have no idea what to put in my dream home, and to me, the way that I figured it out, I was right, so what do I need? What do I want to do? So, be an architect, have an office, have maybe a guest bedroom, have a bedroom for me, and have a luscious kitchen and big TV, And also, this is good, but the dining table there, the skylight is directly above it, which I really love. The roofing did take a while, painting all the walls, that's why it did get cut out of the video, but I did really enjoy actually creating this. When Sim 4 works, I do really enjoy it. It may seem sometimes I hate this game, and I kind of do at times, but most of the time I like it. She's alright. It's just for me, going into the game, finding like, well, I don't mean find, I just mean like going into build mode or something, but then it's like nothing works, like literally nothing can work. It just gets a bit frustrating, repairing the game, relogging, putting all the mods out, putting mods back in, because the mods aren't even the problem. Like, I don't know what the issue is with my game. Putting the bread bin in, like, I wanted to clutter this up quite a bit with like useful things I would need. So these 3 jars, yeah, I would imagine would be like coffee, tea bags, and sugar. Even though I only have coffee with no sugar, but it's like if I had a guest or whatnot. I think it's just a very British thing to do, in my opinion, to have that. And yeah, having quite a few bookshelves and sort of storage areas. Headphones, because I need to listen to that heavy metal music. Oh god. But yeah, don't know what else to say at the minute. Just like watch it happen. I'm sorry, I'm not really that interesting here. But putting down some magazines, looking at them, being like, what does it say on it? Because I don't want it to be like, you know, fashion or something, and it's like, that's not my particular interest. And now we're in the master bedroom here. So it ends up small, right? However, what else would I really need? Like a double bed, ensuite, some like storage space. I mean, the office is right next door. Like, I don't know why I would need anything really bigger. I know some people probably want like a walk-in wardrobe, but I don't think I would ever own enough clothing to fill one. Yeah, but putting down more like architectural books and clutter. Typically, like, I do like reading, it's just I haven't read in a while. Like, I do enjoy looking at a good architectural book, but at the same time, they're kind of like expensive, and it's like I could just go into Pinterest and find like the same things really. But you know, books are very useful. I will like get books, honestly. Like I bought one recently which was like 100 contemporary homes, and it was like basically telling you about 100 modern houses. So it gives you, like a student like me, it gives me 100 architects that I could potentially look out for, and it gives me 100 houses to be inspired by. So that's always fun. But as you just saw, if you were watching the footage and not just listening, I placed down a custom desk which I made and uploaded to the gallery quite some time ago. Sort of based on an IKEA desk, but only using in-game objects, no CC. So that's good. I've done that with quite a few things. I made some debug furniture recently. It's quite popular. Oh, I got over 1,500 gallery downloads. That's quite exciting. I think I only have like 8 gallery followers, which is fair enough. Because like, I do upload random things, so you probably don't want to follow. But if you want to find specific builds, you can look on there. The gallery ID is builderbrad 64. But yeah, putting in this middle section table, the idea being that I could like stand or something and like read like blueprints, like draw, maybe even move like the seat from the desks to here, look at like magazines and stuff. Like, it's sort of just more of a workspace, because I feel like I kind of use more space than a single desk. In real life, my current room, it's got like this tiny corner desk, and it's not enough for all my papers and things like that. I would much prefer to have a sort of rectangular one, because it's a corner desk. It has a protruding upper level, which is made for like a desktop, but I have a laptop, so doesn't really fit on there, so that's not useful. And then like a book, like a diary or something, to maybe like write down what clients want or something. Because like I think the sort of architect I would want to be is like someone who would design like modern homes for like people, rather than like the screenshots, rather than just being like someone who constantly designs, I don't know, just apartment buildings or something. I would rather design single decorative houses, which are sort of more like art pieces, I would love to say, than kind of just like city blocks upon city blocks without much photo care. Like, I'm big on keeping the areas interesting and good looking rather than practical and inexpensive. So this is a bit, higher end, but I think this lot only ends up costing like 107,000 simoleons. However, I never really care about what things cost in this game because it's like ludicrous. Like, it's random what things cost, really. It's not accurate to real life in the slightest. I think like a roll of toilet paper here is like 50 simoleons. Saying that, in this economy, probably the same price if you buy it from like eBay or something. What is going on in the world? Who knows? Anyway, gonna wrap up this commentary here because the screenshots are now ending, and I will see you next time.